Manchester City versus Tottenham. Manchester City loses 2-0 to Tottenham. Masterclass performance by Jose Mourinho, the chosen one, the great one. A lot of people thought he was washed. People are saying he's not the coach he used to be. He put on a masterclass today against Pep. It was a great game. Jose Mourinho knew what he wanted to do. He had a strategy, and his team executed it to perfection. He got Manchester City on a counterattack twice, and they never really let up. The team looked organized. They never got caught out of position. I think Mourinho has installed a great system with Tottenham. They're flexible. They could either score a lot of goals, like we saw against Manchester United, or they could sit back. They can invite the other offensive team into their box, into their half, and they're organized enough where they cover up the lanes, they cover up the holes, and they're a solid back four, back six. And that's what they did today. They had their back forward, and then they had two holding midfielders dropping deep in between the center backs, in between the center back and the left backs and the right backs. It was just a masterful tactical game by Jose Mourinho. Like the whole commentary, like throughout the game, the commentary team was praising him. They were saying that Manchester City couldn't find a way to break the defense. Like they like to give the ball out wide, bring it back, do touch and goes. And the way Mourinho set up his team, it was just impossible for Manchester City to break him down. And Pep honestly looked like he didn't have a counter to Mourinho's setup. I think Manchester City is lacking in creativity. They're really missing their magician in Silva. I've said this before. He was the magician. He was the one that made the strings move in Manchester City. Really underrated. I think he's the one that let everybody else shine with his movement, with his vision, with the way he plays. Now he's gone, and they're missing that player in that midfield, in that offense. And they're also missing Aguero. Aguero is now 32 years old. He's getting up there in age. He keeps suffering from injuries. It seems like every single season he misses games, and he's their main goal scorer, and no one has really taken the reins. No one has really stepped up and been that goal scorer that they need. And you see City, they're struggling. They just extended Pep Guardiola this week too. Pep Guardiola till 2023. And this is their worst start since the 2008-2009 season. 12 points from 8 games for Manchester City. Ooh, it's looking rough for Manchester City. They got to turn their season around. They got to find a way to score more goals. They have 10 goals in 8 games. Is their lowest tally through 8 games since the 06-07 season when they had 6 goals. They rely too much on Aguero. When he's not scoring goals, when he's not in their lineup, they find it difficult to find goal scorers in their team, which is crazy because they have a lot of talent. Mahrez, Sterling, Gabriel Jesus. They have De Bruyne. They have so much talent. It's crazy that they're struggling to find goals. I think, that high back line that Pep Guardiola uses got exposed again. 2 center backs moved up with Harry Kane, and they left the hole right behind them. Cancelo didn't step up with them. Nice through ball to Son, and then calm, cool finish to start the game off. And then after that, Tottenham was able to play their game to perfection. They had a 1-0 lead. They sat back. They knew Manchester City had to go get the goal because they're below them in the table. And they were never able to break them down. They got them on another counterattack. And Tottenham take first place in the Premier League. They only had 33% possession. They only had 2 shots on target, but they got the victory, and that's all that matters. So, masterful display of tactics by Jose Mourinho. Even his sub, Giovanni Lo Celso, he had been in the game for less than a minute, and he scored the second goal, clinched the game. Masterful by Jose Mourinho. I've always liked him ever since he's been the coach for Real Madrid. Even before, I liked him. I like how he's not he's kind of cooled it down a little bit in the recent years, but I like his his demeanor. I like how he carries himself. He's he's pretty like out there. He's outlandish. I remember when he slid on his knees when he was with Real Madrid. That was crazy. He's a wild card. Jose Mourinho is a wild card, and I like that about him. His press conferences are always like entertaining. You always gotta tune in to his press conferences just to see what he's saying. But like I said, he's a great counterattacking coach. They got 2 goals off the counterattack. They sat back. They filled up the holes. They filled up the lanes, and they're top of the table. This is the first time that they finished a day as the top of the table since 2014, and this is we're 9 games into the season, and the last time they were top of the table with 9 games into a season, it was January 11, 1985. So Jose Mourinho was doing a great job with Tottenham. People thought he was done. People thought he was finished. But don't you ever count out the chosen one. Don't you ever count out the great one. He's won Champions Leagues. He's done it all over the world. He's done it in Portugal. He's done it in Italy. He's done it in Spain. He's done it in England. And now he has Tottenham fans dreaming they might be able to win the title this year. It's been a crazy, crazy start of the Premier League season, and I would not be surprised if Tottenham wins it. My friend Matt did predict that. He said he predicted top 4. He might have said finish. He might have said first place finish, but now it's looking like it's a real possibility. I would not be surprised if Tottenham wins the league. They're playing good. Jose Mourinho is on fire. It looks like he's enjoying himself being a coach again. There's a couple of times when he looked like he was not really having that much fun as a coach. Right now, he's smiling, and it's great to see. And Tottenham is very versatile. They could sit back. They could go after you. And they look like they're very disciplined at this moment. So, and they're selfless. I was seeing Son run back. I was seeing Kane run back. And they look like a good team, especially with all the way all these teams have looked. Liverpool has a lot of injuries. City's struggling. Chelsea, I mean, we'll see how they do. They look pretty good today, but we'll see. Long way to go in this Premier League season, but as of today, November 21st, they're going to finish the day as top of the table. So shout out Mourinho. Shout out Tottenham.